Everyone, welcome back to a new post today. Let's continue with the most important issues that you need to keep track for September 10th. And the very first issue that you need to remember is about the meeting NSA attended, that is the National Security Advisor for BRICS and BRICS Plus. Let's have a quick insight about a few important points about BRICS. So first of all, some important points that I thought I should be reminding you is that we have now 5 new members that joined very recently. So we have Saudi Arabia, UAE, Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, along with Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. So this organization comprises 30% of the world's land surface and 45% of the global population. It is an intergovernmental organization. The first summit was held in 2009 in Yekaterinburg in Russia, and following year we had South Africa joining us. Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia and UAE joined in January 1st, 2024. We have a new development bank, also called as a multilateral BRICS bank, that is a competitor to the IMF. Along with that, we have a contingency reserve arrangement, became operational in 2015. In 2021, Bangladesh, Egypt, UAE and Uruguay joined the new development bank of BRICS. And the BRICS contingent reserve is a framework to protect against the global liquidity pressures. Now, this includes currency issues where members' national currencies are being adversely affected by the global financial pressures. CRA competes with the IMF. In 2015, BRICS summit in Russia, the ministers also initiated consultation for a payment system. Now this is another initiative which would be an alternative to the SWIFT system. The stated goal was to initially move to settlements in national currencies. The Central Bank of Russia highlighted the main benefits of backup and redundancy in case there were disruptions to the SWIFT system. And China also launched its alternative called as a cross-border interbank payment system, which enables the financial institutions worldwide to send and receive information about the financial transaction. So basically, SWIFT is a system to track information regarding the financial transactions. India also has its alternative SWIFT called as a structured financial messaging system, as do Russia and Brazil, which has PICs. Recently, the next most important issue is about extradition. So recently, the Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, the extradition offer is being demanded by Bangladesh. What exactly is extradition in the international relations arena? Extradition is a formal process where one state agrees to surrender an individual to another state for prosecution of a punishment of crimes committed in the requesting country's jurisdiction. It typically is enabled by a bilateral or a multilateral treatment, and some states will extradite without a treaty, but those cases are rare. An extradition treaty signed in recent decades tends to take dual criminality approach, classifying all the extraditable crimes as punishable in both jurisdictions. Older treaties, by contrast, tended to list covered only offences. For instance, the treaty between Albania and US, signed in 1993, includes an inventory of more than 24 crimes like murder, rape, arson, burglary. Many extradition treaties now also allow for extradition of crimes that carry a punishment of more than 1 year. So basically, the crimes that will involve extradition are mentioned in the treaty itself. Some are extensive, some are broad, some are limited or narrow. India has extradition treaties with 48 countries, including Bangladesh now, who is requesting the extradition. Other than that, we have extradition treaties with Afghanistan. The earliest one is with Chile in 1897. So Afghanistan, Australia, Azerbaijan, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Belarus, Belgium, Bhutan, Brazil, Bulgaria, Canada, Chile, Egypt, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Israel, Iran, Kuwait and Lithuania. So this is the most important points about the extradition. The next is about Semicon India 2014 that was held in Greater Noida. It was a 3-day event that was aimed at showcasing India's semiconductor strategy and policies with the aim of establishing a global hub for semiconductor manufacturing in India. Semiconductors, the semiconductors are referred to as ICs or integrated circuits or microchips. They are made from pure elements like silicon, germanium or compounds like gallium arsenide. in the process called as doping. Small amounts of impurities are added to these pure elements, causing large changes in the conductivity of the material. Due to their role in fabrication of electronic devices, they are important as a part of our life, included in many of our home appliances like smart TVs, radios, computers, video games, advanced medical equipment, etc. And the next one is about India UAE signing a critical mineral supply MOU. What exactly is a critical mineral? It is a metallic or a non-metallic element that has two characteristics. One, it is essential for functioning of our modern technologies, economies and national security, and there is a risk that the supply chains might be disrupted. So critical minerals are used to manufacture advanced technologies like mobile phones, computers, fiber optics, semiconductors, banknotes, defense, aerospace and medical applications. Many are used in low emission technologies as well, like electric vehicles, wind turbines, solar panels, rechargeable batteries, and some are crucial for common products like stainless steel and also electronics as well. Risk in critical mineral supply chain can come about when the production process is dominated by few individual countries or companies that could limit the availability. The other risks include market immaturity, political decisions, social unrest, national disaster, mine accidents, geological scarcity, pandemics and war. Some of the critical minerals that have been identified by India are antimony, beryllium, bismuth, cobalt, copper, germanium, graphite, hafnium, indium, lithium, molybdenum, niobium, nickel, phosphorus, potash, rhenium, silicon, strontium, titanium, tellurium, tin, titanium, tungsten, vanadium, zirconium, selenium and cadmium. And India imports many of the critical minerals. So lithium from the lithium triangle of Chile, Russia, China, Ireland, Belgium, cobalt from China, Belgium, Netherlands, US, nickel from Sweden, China and Indonesia, vanadium from Kuwait, Germany, South Africa, niobium from Brazil, Australia, Canada. And recently, to procure critical minerals, Government of India has started Kabul, the PSU, which is a joint venture between 3 of the PSUs of Government of India to access critical minerals, because they play a very important role in many of the technologies in India. And India is not self-sufficient in critical minerals, though we have just recently discovered the resources of lithium in Jammu and Kashmir and few other areas. Exploration, extraction hasn't yet begun. So these are the most important points with regard to critical minerals and the most important points that you need to keep track for September 10th. But before ending, let's have a quick review of what exactly we tracked on September 9th. So we had spoken about exactly had spoken about the Sri Lankan presidential election, who is elected for a term of 5 years. He is the head of the state, head of the government, chief executive and commander-in-chief, and it is a semi-presidential system. He also has a cabinet, and there is a prime minister who is the head of the ruling party in the government. Apart from that, Kumara Dissanayake was the recently elected president of Sri Lanka. We spoke of the standing committee on census, which was dissolved, and who is headed by Pranab Sen. And we also spoke of parliamentary committees, which are of two types: standing committees and ad hoc committees. We also spoke of what exactly is the meaning of a parliamentary committee. Means a committee which is appointed or elected by the House or nominated by the Speaker, and which works under the direction of the Speaker and presents a report to the House of the Speaker and the Secretariat annually. And we spoke of some of the important exercises like Yudh Abhyas between India and US, Malabar, all the Quad members, Indra between India and Russia, Mitra Shakti between India and Sri Lanka. And we also spoke about a center to rank women's hostels by the Quality Council of India. So these are the most important issues that you need to be tracking. And if you did like them, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you tomorrow in another most important post. Until then, it's very happy learning.